When George Clooney, Hollywood's most charming bachelor, married Amal Clooney in 2014, it felt like a real-life fairy tale. Amal, an accomplished international human rights lawyer, brought elegance, intelligence, and a refreshing authenticity to George's world of red carpets and flashing cameras. Fans adored the way George lit up when speaking about Amal, often calling her the love of his life. For years, they seemed untouchable, two successful, philanthropic, and charismatic people building a beautiful family together with their twins, Alexander and Ella. Their glamorous appearances at film premieres, their quiet life at their Lake Como villa, and their shared commitment to humanitarian work painted a picture of perfection. But as many of us know, what the public sees is only a fraction of the truth. Behind closed doors, the Clooneys were facing struggles that no amount of wealth or fame could erase. Insiders close to the couple began to notice subtle changes. George, once content with semi-retirement and occasional directing projects, reportedly felt the pull of Hollywood once again. Meanwhile, Amal's work required her constant presence in courtrooms and war zones, advocating for human rights in some of the most dangerous corners of the world. Their demanding careers created a chasm between them. Long stretches apart, conflicting schedules, and the unrelenting pressure of raising twins in the public eye became overwhelming. Sources revealed that Amal often returned home emotionally drained from her cases, defending journalists in oppressive regimes, fighting for victims of war crimes, only to find George engrossed in film projects or Hollywood events. While George admired Amal's passion, the weight of her mission sometimes clashed with the carefree lifestyle he once cherished. The spark that once united them began to feel more like a flicker, and their once synchronized lives slowly started to drift out of rhythm. What many fans didn't realize is that Amal carried an immense emotional burden. Representing victims of atrocities and standing up to powerful governments came with threats and relentless stress. Friends say she often worried about the safety of their children, fearing her work made them potential targets. George, despite his devotion, reportedly struggled to fully understand the depth of Amal's fear and exhaustion. While he offered support, his own desire to return to acting and directing sometimes left Amal feeling isolated. Those closest to the couple described nights of quiet tension, conversations about security, travel, and the toll of public life that often ended in tears or long silences. Amal, a woman known for her composure, rarely let the world see her pain. But behind her radiant smile was a growing realization. The life they had built together no longer aligned with the woman she was becoming. According to insiders, the breaking point wasn't a single explosive argument, but a series of heartbreaking moments. Amal reportedly confided in close friends that she felt torn between her duty to the world and her duty to her family. She loved George deeply, but she also feared losing herself in a marriage that demanded constant compromise. Their twins, now at an age where stability mattered more than ever, became the center of Amal's decision-making. Friends say she worried that the constant travel, public scrutiny, and differing visions for the future could create an unstable environment for them. Amal wanted a quieter, more grounded life, one where her children could grow up away from the cameras and where she could focus on her legal work without the shadow of Hollywood looming over her every move. For George, who had once sworn he'd never marry or have children until Amal changed everything, the idea of letting go was devastating. He reportedly pleaded for counseling and suggested extended breaks from work, but Amal remained firm. She knew that staying together simply because the world admired their love story would only lead to deeper unhappiness for them both. After months of speculation, Amal recently broke her silence in a deeply emotional statement that left fans both heartbroken and inspired. She spoke about the importance of personal growth, explaining that love sometimes means letting go when two paths no longer move in the same direction. Amal thanked George for years of love, laughter, and partnership, calling him an extraordinary man and an incredible father, but admitted that their visions for the future had diverged in ways neither could ignore. What do you think of Amal Clooney's heartfelt decision and the quiet strength she's shown through it all? Do you believe George and Amal might one day find their way back to each other? Or is this truly the final chapter? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more in-depth celebrity updates and emotional stories that go beyond the headlines. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay tuned for more breaking news from the world of Hollywood.